wonderful day. A blessed Thursday. We are in all good health today. So, as a response, just thumbs up if you agree. I commend our school head, Mrs. Maria Corazon Usoris, our Brigada Escuela coordinator, Mr. Moises Mendorico, all the teachers, parents, and students in Mayor A.S. Fortuna Memorial Elementary School for sharing their precious time for this event and for your continuing dedication to excellence for educating our students. So our LGU representative, headed by our barangay captain, Captain Jesus Sineri, and his council, and the representative, the barangay councilor, Honorable Eric Kinain, and our General PTA President, Mr. Michael Mauricio. Our gratitude to all of you for your unending support to our school. We are very grateful for your kindness up to this time, despite of the difficulties now, the crisis that we are facing in our life, the adjustment of the so-called new normal. Still, we are able to find ways for the Brigada Escuela, the bayanihan, the coordination of each other, ang pagtinabangay natong tanan for the sake of our learners, para lang mapahimutang ang atong mga estudyante, labi na karon sa laing mga pamaagi. To our teachers, our frontliners as an educators in our school, I encourage that all of us, we must be synchronized of our ways in moving from home to our workplace, our school, the community, going to market, to commercial establishment, and to any place where we go. Please, we must follow the Department of Health, the DOH protocols of the new normal ways, because it's quite difficult for us to give a better service to our school children if we among ourselves are not ready of the new ways. So as an educator, we must be very sensitive. Itang mga naa sa DepEd, mga maestra, no? And of course, with the help of our stakeholders, the parents, and our local government representatives, that we will cooperate each other and we will remind each other, like the wearing of mask. Nga usahay ang atong mask na ara sa suwang. No? Usahay gibitay ra nato diri sa ato ang dunggan. You know, it's not easy if we will be put on the situation. I would like to share what happened in our division office, ang atong kaugalingong lugar, DepEd Division Office of Mandawi. So, ato na jud likayan, no? Because we don't know, usa-usa nato naglakaw bisag asa, kunya mag-abot ta, that if we will not follow the right protocol, and then later part, makaingon ta, uy, naaman di ay, siya gipamati, kunya naka-encounter ta. So, ang atong feeling, being a paranoid, waiting, unsa sa kahinay tabo nato. So that's why I always encourage, all of us, the teaching, the non-teaching, the parents involved in our brigada activity, kung naidili kalikayan nato, makaabot-abot yun ta, we always consider one of us as asymptomatic, no? So murag mawao sa aning ato ang pagkaabi-abihon, no? At let's talk, agamay ra gyud atong istorya, direct to the point, para lang gyud ta mahilikay ani nga crisis, the pandemic happened this time. So that's why from home, from ourselves, from home, our family, to our workplace, to our co-workers, no? So a little bit strict ta kaayo, no? Dili ingon nga dili na ta naging amiga, naging amigo, pero we know that we protect everybody. We protect ourselves, and we protect also the people surround us. Remember, our foe is an invisible opponent. No, we don't know where. Why gipili? All folks of life. No? Madakog granggo, ma-ordinary ra granggo, makwartahan, maway kwarta. We don't know. So let's must be very careful. We must be very proactive as a teacher. Please teach someone, no, what is the right thing to do, so that we can give a better service for our learners. Let's be very consistent in all our movements to be safe and to have a good, always good condition, body condition. We will work together as one to have a better life, safe environment, and our school and our community is a less restrictive, and we are free from the virus. Remember, God is love. If there is love, there is no poor. Cooperation to each other, it's needed. For God so loved the world, He will always shower His blessing to all of us. God bless everyone. I care for all of you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Del, for that wonderful words of encouragement and inspiration, and for some reminders to all of us. Rest assured, Ma'am, that we are going to work religiously and gives quality output to our learners despite of this difficult situation. We teachers of MASFMES, with the supervision of our principal, Ma Maria Corazon Yzores, will give our 100% best for the learners, and we will embrace the new normal. Right, everyone? Let's show our thumbs up then if you are agreeing with me. Okay. Thumbs up lang sa taron. Okay. Now, I believe the world is one big family, and we need to help each other. We cannot do all these things alone, and we need more hands to overcome this. At this moment, let us listen to the different messages of support, and let's start from the father of Barangay Gizo, our very supportive barangay captain, Honorable Jesus C. Neri Sr. Let's give him a thumbs up, please.
Hello, mayong buntag na itong tanan. Ma'am, labi na sa ato ang Deputy Supervisor, Ma'am Belyamin Yusa, ang atong active kang principal na way pagkaluya bisag COVID na, si Ma'am Maria Corazon Yzores, sa atong mga maestra o maestro, sa atong mga PTA official, pinanguluhan sa atong PTA President, Michael Moritzo, o sa ato sang ma-update na konsehal Eric Kinain. Karon mo ba gini pagsugod binato ining virtual kick-off. Ya unta wa pa ning COVID-19 virus na sa eskwelahan karon. Apan gumikan ini, ang hila sa ta dire mag talk sa cellphone, pinagi cellphone. Mo na nga kami sa gihapon ng Giso Barangay Council support gumi unsa may mga kayuhan nga among ikahatag ngadto sa eskwelahan kay sukat naman ni kaniadto ang among way pagkaluyang support. Una nga labi na karon nga sa atong tema pagpapanatili ng kabayanihan tungo sa kalidad na edukasyon para sa kabataan. Ang importante, padayon ang atong pag-wear sa face mask ug atong ang social distancing. Una nga, usbon ko, pasalamaton sa kayo mga barangay official, naghihatagan ni karon o magkahimo may pagsulti, gumikan ining virtual kick-off, labi na ni Ma'am Carmen, diya kita gahapon pa ni. Muna ma'am, among ikapasalig sa Giso Barangay Council ang among pagsuportar sa ato ang pinalanggang eskwelahan sa Barangay Giso, Mayor Reyes Fortuna Memorial Elementary School. Ma'am, daghang salamat ug maayong buntag natong tanan.
Thank you so much, Cap, for all the support you have given to the school until now. Mag-uban gyud ta ani hangtod sa hangtod, Cap. And for that, we owe you a lot on this. And at this point in time, we have another message from our barangay councilor, Honorable Eric C. Kinain.
Mayong buntag kanatong tanan.
Good morning.
Good morning. Of this program na itawag na to Brigada Eskwela for the Upland Balik 2020 virtual kick-off. And then ako sang i-greet si atong DepEd supervisor, si Ma'am Belia Miñosa, atong principal, si Ma'am Yusores, o ang akong best friend, si Mr. Moises Menderico. Sir, mga nagtatampo sa tanan. As we embrace what we call new normal in this situation, kibaluta nga COVID, why pag-ingnon, why nakalikay, mabata, matiguang, kung sa itong status, igo sa tanan. And then, online on this, sa giingon na ni Kapnere, we full support whatever endeavor mahatag pod ang Giso Barangay Council. In one way or another, maugin niya, new normal, we have to embrace. Kaya physical patakaroon kita, wahi bawin na inasal si Kap karon. Kaya ito lang, we have all, God bless us all, and then inauta, maayo taglawat tanan, because as we know, we are all frontliners in this journey. And then without spiritual guidance, wala gitang tanan. Mayong buntag kanatong tanan, may buntag. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kunsihal, for always supporting us together with the other councilors as well. And in behalf of the PTA officials, in behalf of the PTA officials, Sir with Sir Michael, I would like to say thank you so much sa kanunang pagtabang o sa kanang yan po sa school na agyud pod ang PTA o ang mga opisyalis o mga ginikanan nga andam gyud sa ilang pagtabang. Daghang salamat kaayo. At this juncture, may I call on our school guidance designate, Dr. Luigi Sanlad, for the presentation of Brigada Eskwela 2020. Let's give him a thumbs up, please.
Thank you kayo, Auntie.
To our PSDS, Dr. Maria Delia Mendoza, ma'am, Mrs. Maria Corazon Yosores, Principal 4, Mr. Moises Menderico, BE Coordinator, Ekver Ortizuela, or Adapt a School Coordinator, Honorable Jesus Senior, Barangay Captain, together with the Barangay Council, parents, teachers, good morning.
Good morning.
It's my honor to hereby present the Brigada Eskwela guidelines in the context of the new normal. Slide, sir, please. Next slide, please. Okay, what is the traditional concept of Brigada Eskwela? Okay, so it is a volunteer program that brings together all education stakeholders to help prepare public schools for the opening of classes. It traditionally involves physical cleaning, painting, repainting, minor repairs of our school. Next slide, please. Okay, hence the usual opening of classes happened on the first Monday of June, so Brigada Escuela happened on the last week of May to prepare the school that involves physical cleaning, painting, repainting, or minor repairs. But this time, this will no longer happen in May. It will only happen 2 weeks before the opening of classes in August. Assuming we move the opening of classes from the first Monday of June to sometime in August, and that is August 24. Next slide, please. Okay, so what is Brigada Escuela under the present administration of Secretary Briones? From 2016 to 2019, Brigada Escuela is more than cleaning, painting, repainting, and minor repairs. It also means partnership activities on ALS, reduction of dropouts, learning sessions on DRRM, parenting sessions, support to galayan sa paaralan, and water sanitation and hygiene, or the so-called WASH in schools or WINS program, among others. Next slide, please. Okay, what is 2020 Brigada Escuela before COVID-19? So according to DM32 series of 2020, Brigada Escuela program implementing guidelines was issued for this year's conduct. Supposedly, the kickoff will be on May 14, 2020 in Region 6. So the week-long activity was supposed to start from May 18 to 23, 2020. Next slide, sir, please. Okay. What is Brigada Escuela under the new normal? So our brigadas this time. So in light of the current COVID-19 situation, this year's Brigada Escuela shall ensure the learning is continued while being responsive to the global pandemic. Responsive to the global pandemic because despite of the pandemic, DepEd is still ensuring that learners and teachers' safety is at hand. Instead of 1 week, the program will last from May to July until school opening in August 24. Then the activities shall highlight partnership initiatives that complement the department efforts to ensure the quality basic education will continue despite the challenges in adapting to COVID-19 situation. So partnership as always, and the school is still anticipating for that constant support from the parents, barangay council, NGOs, and non-government organizations. So partnership activities or collaboration shall be undertaken to implement the learning continuity plan. And the learning continuity plan will be presented to us later by our school head. Next slide, please. Okay, these are the suggested partnership engagement activities for Brigada Escuela. Okay, first we have the disinfection of schools. So we all know that during the teleconferences conducted by our school head, okay, so we have the disinfection of the school used as the isolation area and for swab testing, so that's also one of the reasons that it should be disinfected. So to ensure that LGUs have properly transferred patients to a health facility, then engage LGUs or private partners in the disinfection of our schools. Then next, we have the second activity, suggested activity we have, sir, please. Mobilization of essential items. Okay, when we say essential, mga di kinahanglan, or shall we say, most or extremely needed. Number one, reach out to partners for the following items. So these are the following essential items. thermal scanners, hand washing equipment for materials such as rubbing alcohol, antibacterial or germicidal soap, cleaning tools, materials, or disinfectants that may be used to disinfect the learning areas, such as spray tanks, disinfectant spray, or disinfecting bleach or foot bath. Okay, pareha ka na sa mall, no? Before ta mo enter, so magtunog-tunog sa ta kay we believe nga ang virus mo pilit diri sa sapatos. So disposable surgical face mask or face shield and surgical gloves. Then multivitamins capsules, tablets or syrups for our DepEd personnels and school children. And we have also printing of COVID-19 and sanitation, proper hand washing, hygiene information materials. So we all know nga kinahanglan ta karon this time for Brigada Eskwela og campaign materials, okay, to help avoid the virus. Okay, next please. Okay, conduct of psychological first aid as sessions or psychosocial interventions. So engage programs and projects and other relevant institutions to conduct the free online PFA sessions and other psychosocial interventions. Then train or capacity teaching or non-teaching personnel to conduct psychological first aid. Then explore how PFA or psychological first aid training can be given virtually. Then conduct PFA during the first 3 days of the opening of classes. Then add up to the existing resources or formulate new modules. And lastly, assist DepEd in creating its own hotline for PFA. For the psychological first aid that we all know this time, it's usually virtual training. We conducted a virtual training from the several uh, publishers. Say, for example, Vibal, and we have also PGCA, Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association. They have conducted mental health related to this. For these are all for teachers so that the first 3 days ato ang opening of classes, dili ta magklase diretso, but we have still this one, psychosocial interventions. Okay, so that's why ang teachers, I encourage them this time nga mo join jud og mga virtual training or the so-called webinars on psychosocial. Okay, next please. Orientation activities with partners and PTA on DepEd's learning continuity plan. So each region or division coordinates with their partners to create a forum, either online or face-to-face, to discuss DepEd's learning continuity plan and what will be their roles in the new education landscape. So later on, our school head will discuss all of the learning continuity plan of our schools. Next, please. Distance learning. Kay mo gini karon ang issues no nga this time di ay sa Brigada Eskwela na naday mga activities areas with connectivity and or access to the internet. So private partners shall be engaged to increase the internet speed. Establish zero-rated access to DepEd platforms. Example, DepEd Commons and LRMDS. Donate Wi-Fi or modems or routers to school, teachers, and students. Donate gadgets, smartphones, laptops, tablets, and desktops, computers to schools, teachers, and students. So mo gini ang essential sa distance learning nga gikinahanglan. So this time of Brigada Eskwela, before mag-start ang klase, mo ni ang gikinahanglan sa mga estudyante, maestra sa eskwelahan. So when we say gadgets, pwede di ay kung natay headset, pwede nato ipanghatag sa eskwelahan or else kaning Wi-Fi or else pwede ta magpa-upgrade og ato ang internet speed from 10 Mbps to 25 Mbps bakaha. Okay, then establish zero-rated access to DepEd platforms. Usually ginahimo ni sa mga maestra ginasendan og link ang ilang mga estudyante aron ni ilahang this time of pandemic sa wala pang klase pwede maka-open ang bata, maka-access siya. This is free. LRMDS and DepEd Commons. Okay, next please. areas with connectivity and or access to the internet. Okay, these are for the teachers. Train teachers on the use of technology to enhance distant education. The NAYAP, or the Educators Academy of the Philippines, and the Information Communication Technology Service shall be at the forefront in training teachers on the use of online platforms, notably DepEd Commons. Then partners, organizations that offer online training courses shall be coordinated by the External Partnership Service, or EPS, with NAYAP. Then free online courses on the use of other platforms like Schoology, MS Teams, Google Classroom. So may be posted in DepEd official or social media page, for example, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as teachers reference. This shall be in coordination with the Public Affairs Service. I guess we all know this. Example for sa teachers, teachers training, for that number one, teachers training, daghan kay virtual training ang gihatag ang Vibal every uh, 2 hours. Usually a day na sila four webinar. So daghan kayo mga on the use of technology, strategies, methodologies on teaching uh, this pandemic. Then DepEd Commons platforms. So ma-search ra gyud na siya nara sa Google on how to access it. The reason nga kinahanglan ta teachers ma-train kay on the first day of class or on the virtual teaching or the online teaching, we are all prepared. So that's why kinahanglan kita join og mga webinars. Okay, naaman jud mga webinars nga gikandak ang atong division office. Okay, I guess some are selected ra pud jud dili pud tanan Noel. Dili pud tanan ma-air. Dili tanan ma-cascade sa tanan teachers kay especially by subject, by learning areas. As to that, I guess kita maka-access as long as nata internet connection as to part of training. We have so many trainings, online training teachers if we want and we wish to. Next, please. Train or okay, next, first training, train the teachers. Then this time, train kay na-train naman ang teachers, kabalo naman ta kung kita teachers kita mo number one pangutan-on sa mga ginikanan kay asa man sila mangita og information kung dili sa maestra unsaon di ay na sir unsay mahitabo ma'am unsaon man ako para mag-online ba kung anak mag-modular ba. So that's why kinahanglan tag training kita mismo dapat teachers as frontliners this time sa academ kita mo orient sa mga parents on their new role in relation to DepEd's distant learning program. Okay, then partners that offer free online courses on parenting and educating their children shall coordinate with external partnership services or EPS. Then the EPS shall coordinate with PAS that's Public Affairs Service in compiling these initiatives and post them in DepEd's official social media pages as reference for the parents. Then school parents, ang trabaho sa parents, main job niya this time sa Brigada Eskwela. Kaya dili man sir pwede magawas-gawas. Limited raman ang maka-access no sa mga establishment per family. So ang parents kay online, school parents or mga PTA specifically shall create an online group or group chat composing of all their members to share their updates and materials. If possible, PTA officers may do text brigade to inform those without constant access to the internet. So, text brigade, sama sa maestra, sa itong gihimo karong enrollment, text brigade, or naghimo sa nag-create ta og GC. The same thing this time, Brigada Eskwela, ang parents na pod maoy ato nang i-orient ang parents ana nga mag-text brigade sila, ato silang i-inform that this is one of their tasks. Text brigade and group chat. Next, please. Formulate, implement other projects or activities to enhance DepEd's distant education program. Various platforms may be explored to engage the learners and make the interaction more meaningful, discretion must be observed to avoid violations to data privacy, among others. And orientation for learners on the proper use of learning websites and social media etiquette shall be done in coordination with the Office of Undersecretary for Curriculum Implementation and partner organizations through external partnership service. Okay, Public Affairs Service and under Office of the Undersecretary for Curriculum Implementation, partner organizations, and external partner service shall lead in creating an online campaign to promote media literacy. So, ana ra gyud, very simple to this thought nga think before you click, especially sa pag-comment, especially kay mo access ta og DepEd mga platforms or mga campaign. So let us remind to or educate our parents and our students also. Yeah, it should be informative, it should be meaningful conversation, especially sa group chat. To inform nga tong mga parents, kung group chat gali doesn't mean nga we have the freedom of expression. Kung dili kinahanglan nga i-post, dili nakatabang, ayaw na reply sa group chat. Ang katurang essential, informative, meaningful, kung ang question o unsay pangutana mao ra gyoy itubag, dili na apila na to og online selling kay most common issues this time. So it doesn't mean nga free ta maka-access sa mga online websites sa ato ang department. So in any form, we have to be kanang professional also. It doesn't mean a professional kay nakahuman, but it means values. So that is the most important and the most essence in posting in the social media. What is beneficial and what is helpful, then do it. But if you think it is not necessary, then do not post it. I think if it is not helpful or something offensive, so if it, do not post it anymore. Okay, this time, areas without. Okay, areas without connectivity or access. But before sa areas without connectivity for distance learning, ako lang i-highlight no in summary with internet. Number one, gikinahanglan this time Brigada Eskwela, donate modems. Modem CPU, printer, computer, laptops, desktops, gadgets. Mo gyud na gikinahanglan sa eskwelahan karon. My headset, okay, cell phones, smartphones. Then second, coordination of online training course for teachers. Then PTA mag-compose og group chat, then mag-conduct og text brigade. Then make interaction more meaningful. Okay, then avoid violations to data privacy and orientation of learners. Okay. Areas without connectivity na ta ko. Kato siya nga gikinahanglan like gadgets, computers, kato to sa naay connectivities. Atong school, I believe naman jud ta internet connection. Usually mao gid na maka-access man jud ang bata. Kay dili man ta moingon wala man ta sa remote areas nga lisod kay dakpon ang signal. We are in an urban so expected nga na jud ta internet connection. So, however, if wala po internet connection, ang buhaton ani, train or orient parents on their new role in relation to DepEd's distant learning program. It doesn't mean di ay nga wala siya internet connection mo adto siya eskwelahan kada adlaw the same things and normal. No, still distant learning gihapon. So that's why kinahanglan nato i-orient ang teachers. So this time this Brigada Eskwela, dili nato sila i-orient during on the first day of class, but this time during Brigada Eskwela, train and orient parents on their role in the relation to DepEd's distant learning program. Then Brigada Pagbasa. Brigada Pagbasa partners shall orient the parents on the program. Each orientation shall have a maximum of 25 participants. Parents shall be engaged in the program either as a volunteer teacher or as a student. So, murag wala pa kay nato kani nga program sa atong government murag wala nato ni na wala pa ka try ani no kanang moadtong purok ba tawag ana or mga waiting shed then magklase didto every Saturday or Sunday. Then naray ka nang naigi-train pero naigi-train nga parent nga mo'y magmaestra. Oh. lagi or else kanang mga student, mga college student, i-train sa maestra nga mao ni ang ilang ikandak. So mo itaw sa brigada pagbasa. Tudluan ang bata og pagbasa within the community. Then, next, we have the partner's focal person shall coordinate with barangay local government units to allow them to use an area in their locality wherein they may conduct brigada pagbasa. So, mo nagiginahanglan kay nato ang suporta sa atong barangay. Kay asa man nato nga lugar, asa man nato sila pabasahon, especially this time of pandemic, kung mag-conduct tag brigada pagbasa, mag-train ta og parent, then asa man, so syempre naghapoy uh, social distancing, na number of participants. So ang atong touch or asa ta mo rely ani dito ta sa atong barangay officials. Kay sila may tag lugar para sa atong brigada pagbasa. Next, external the external okay sir, before please. Okay, external public service shall engage the National Secretariat for the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program, or for peace, of the Department of Social Welfare and Development to encourage more for peace members to take an active role in the education of their children. Kanang four piece members, kabalo naman kita mga teachers naman tay list ano no. So ato jud silang ipahibaw niya muhatag jud record sa atong barangay para sila aware sad kinsa tong mga members nga naay mga bata nga nang eskwela sa members sa four piece program. Sila mo gikinhanglanon ni karong panahon na nga mag-participate kay ang education man yung main purpose nga nung member sila for four piece nga nung pa-include sila sa four piece academy man jud. So that's why kinahanglan i-educate jud nato ang ilang mga bata this time. Okay, next please. Formulate or implement other projects or activities to enhance DepEd's distant education program. The external partnership service shall coordinate with Office of Undersecretary for Curriculum and Implementation and the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, in the creating modules for the School on the Air program, which shall be implemented in the select areas. So, kaning School on the Air program, usually ang nahitabo ni naani sa mga adult, pero karon kay since pandemic maapil na gini sa basic education. Ang kaning sa naa sa School on the Air is sa radio television radio program nga i-air ang klase. Napoy maestra nga na magklase gyud, no? Yung maminaw lang ang bata sa radio broadcasts or sa cast sa broadcasting any FM station or a radio station sa katong na ay mga radio or na ay pwede TV gali, no? Okay, because the main reason, the main purpose is to educate, to literate, and to literate and numeracy. Okay, next, the Brigada Pagbasa program shall be intensified, especially in areas wherein internet is not accessible. Okay, so kinahanglan jud tong sa Brigada Pagbasa, pero murag internet accessible man ta, maka-access man ang mga bata. So, pwede ra gyud ask ka kung internet, kay internet accessible man atong school, so tagaan na jud nato og mga sites or mga link nga makat-on gyapon ang bata this time before the classes. Okay, next please. Areas without. Okay, next. Kani house-to-house distribution of learning materials or learning activity sheets shall be explored by schools divisions office with local government units and their DSW counterpart. Partner organizations shall be tapped in producing these printed materials. External partnership service and its regional and division counterparts shall launch the Sponsor a Gadget program, which aims to provide learners in need gadgets with preloaded materials that will be available offline. Kay say for example, binakay na laptop ang balay. Pero na laptop pero wala internet connection. So, pwede ta mohatag og sponsor a gadget. So, unsa man nga gadget ang kinahanglanon kung naay internet pero walay connection, USB. So, pwede ta mo sponsor og mo counterpart, example ang LGU ba kaya no? LGU, DSWD, mo counterpart sa ato ang school in a sponsor a gadget program. Mo na kita sponsor a gadget program. Then, next please. Gulayan sa paaralan at sa tahanan. Okay, kay gulayan sa paaralan man, so this involves Department of Agriculture and DENR. So, kung kinsa tong mga ginikanan nga nainhanglan og liso para makatanom sa ilaha, so this time of pandemic kinahanglan biya gid no makakaon gid ta. So mga gulay dili lang sa eskwelahan pati di gid sa gulayan sa paaralan. Okay, so mutap ta na from the Department of Agriculture and Department of Environment and Natural Resources. Then engage LGUs in giving seedlings to the schools and the learners nationwide. Then school-based initiatives. Close collaboration between DepEd offices, especially curriculum implementation, DRRM, ICT, okay, Public Affairs Service, close coordination among regional and division and school partnership focal persons to create an appropriate menu of investments for private and public partners. With this, ang atuang DRRM, let me acknowledge Mr. Moises Menderico. ICT, we have Mr. Jose Ekver Ertuzuela. Okay, next sir, please. Partners appreciation. This is happened during Brigada Escuela to show appreciation and gratitude to education partners or frontliners and teachers. Creative programs may be developed with partners, which include field posts. For instance, annual letter writing contest may have a theme on showing gratitude, or art competition may also be developed with a similar theme. So magkandak ka og ani nga activity. Art activity. Ang their suggestion is art activity to show sa appreciation to our frontliners. Okay, next please. Okay, for BE updates, o katong gihisgutan tanan ma-access ra gyud siya through https://tinyurl.com/drr -e-be 2020. Okay. Okay, before I end, let me have to you my conclusive message or conclusion. Government agencies of the Philippines were created to address and cater the needs of its people. One of the agencies created is Department of Education. We, if you agree with me, that the absence of one may paralyze the system. However, if we work together, we help each other, we stand as one. Do not give yourself a reason that you cannot, because there are so many ways that we can help to our school. To name one is by simply cascading the information you hear today that may mean a lot to the school. For we are not preparing for our future, but we are building our future today. So let us help work together in building the future of our next generation. That is the essence of Brigada Escuela 2020. Good morning and thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so thank you very much, Sir Louis, for that comprehensive information of the new Brigada Escuela and Uplan Balik Escuela context. It is not the usual, but it is the new normal. Mga ginikanan and other stakeholders, ilabi na ang kagamhanan sa atong barangay, andam na kaming mudawat sa mga essential items for this new normal. Naagani suggestion diri ka, nga basin di ay, matauran og hotspot og internet ang kada sitio. Basin pa di ay. Og sa tanang mga ginikanan nga nananaw ron sa ilaha katagsa-tagsang panimalay ng hinaot ko nga nasabtan ninyo ang gi-explain ni Sir Louis bahin sa nagkalain-laing modality sa pagtudlo sa mga bata sa panahon karon. Kung aduna pay dugang nga mga pangutana, kabahin niini ayaw pagduha-duha pangutana gyud sa atong mga maestro ug maestra. Okay, thank you so much, Sir Louis, once again for that comprehensive explanation. So, ladies and gentlemen, please sit back and relax as we look back our achievement that we have made last Brigada Escuela school year 2019-2020 with the official Brigada Escuela jingle for this year. This was our usual Brigada before COVID-19 pandemic. Video, please, or you? Sir, you? Na ang video? Sir, you please unmute your microphone. Okay, ang anak mong yun na. Basta ka nang, naaman yun na yung mga technical issues. So, while waiting for our video, okay, naaman yun ang video. Oh. Awa pa di ay.
Ulit.
Sa ma'am.
Ulit. Oh. You can like kanta, Miss Friends.
Okay mo kanta. Wala ko kahibaw kung saang o kung saang official jingle sa Brigada Escuela. But anyway, Sir Yu is preparing now the video and we will wait for it. I know Sir Yu is working on it now and murag nakakita ko nga naa ang video pero wala may tingog. Walay sound.
Nahabilin ng tingog.
Kantahan lagi daw nimo while nag-play sa video.
Si Sir M ang mukanta.
Oh, Sir Jose. Sir M. Sir M, kantahin daw, Sir M.
Okay, Sir Yu. Sir Yu, unmute your microphone, Sir Yu, para makabati minimo og unsay problema nato diha karon.
Okay na. Okay.
Okay na. Okay, atong tan-awon karon ang video nga gi-present ni Sir Yu. Pero bahalag wala ta kabati sa iyahang tingog, sa iyang jingle.
Basta.
Okay.
Wala si Michael. Wala si Michael.
Wala, sir.
Okay, now we can see the video presentation for our last school year's Brigada. Okay. Okay, Sir Yu. Oh, narao.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the video. But don't worry, it was uploaded in YouTube, so don't worry. We will just watch it later after this conference, so that we will know what were our achievements during the last year's Brigada. Okay, so now let's move on to the next part of our program. What makes it all different? But always remember there is one thing in common there, may usual paman og man new normal, and that is camaraderie, helping with one another. If we are one in this, we will be able to succeed. We succeed as one, we learn as one, and we heal as one. But before anything else, preparation is the key to success. To success. To present the LCP or the Learning Continuity Plan, may I call on our school principal, Ma'am Maria Corazon Inzores, Principal 4. Let's give her a thumbs up, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Good
Dal.
Good
morning
morning, ma'am.
to our very dynamic and
Morning.
supportive Central District Supervisor, Dr. Maria Delia Minusa. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am, this morning. To our very active, supportive, young-looking Barangay Captain, Honorable Jesus Neri. Salamat sa suporta. Ug ang atong barangay konsihal, Honorable Eric Kinain. Nakita na ta sa una, sir. Schoolmate, imong anak ug akong anak sa Science High. Salamat kaayo sa support. To the General PTA officials who are joining, to our BE coordinator, Sir Minderico, beloved fellow teachers, parents, ladies and friends, good morning once again.
Good morning, ma'am.
President Rodrigo Roa Duterte has said that education should not be compromised despite the world crisis situation and in our country in particular. So classes should go on because the future of this country depends on how we educate our young people nowadays. So the Department of Education is one with the President in his non-negotiable commitment for the health and safety of our learners, teachers, and staff. It is the first and most important principle of our basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or BELCP, which details learning opportunities in the time of COVID-19. We can still provide learning opportunities to our students without requiring them to come to school through blended and distance learning. The blended or distance learning approach will be consistent with the President's preference that we do not send our children to school until it is safe to do so. So with that, our division of Mandawi City has prepared its learning continuity plan for school year 2020-2021. Allow me to present this to you so that all of our activities in school should be in line and in accordance to our Depth Ed Division Learning Continuity Plan and to be consistent of the COVID-19 guidelines. Sir Ekber, may I have the slides now? Can you see the slides?
Not yet, ma'am. Wala pa na mo makita ang slides.
So even without the slides, just allow me to read to you the rationale of our division, DepEd Mandawi City. Our country is beset with this pandemic caused by COVID-19. In this time of crisis, the division of Mandawi City ensures the continuity of educating our school children. However, health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, and personnel shall be given importance and value. The division of Mandawi City is exploring all possibilities on how education can be delivered to our school children depending on the risk classification of our school community. Adaptation of various learning delivery modalities such as but not limited to face-to-face, blended learnings, distance learnings, homeschooling, and other modes of delivery shall be implemented. The COVID-19 pandemic poses great challenges to our educational system. The following are the challenges as we implement the different modes of learning delivery. First, school children are distracted when they are learning from home. Diba? Kaya daghan mang taos balay. Number 2, parents and guardian might not be available to tutor their children. Kaya mga nabuhi sa bayan ang atong mga ginikanan, diba? Number 3, limited knowledge in technology of parents. Dili man tanan literate sa technology. Limited internet connectivity and technology tools. Dili tanang parents na connected ta. Number 5, limited funds for reproduction of materials. So diri na mo come in ang mga stakeholders nga gikan karon mo welcome na ta og mga hinatag or ihatag nga mga essential items. So with this, the learning continuity plan was developed in order to overcome these challenges and ensure the continuity of school operations amidst COVID-19 pandemic. So we have the action plan. Just let me read to you the action plan even if we are not able to show to you the slides. I think maybe Sir Jose finds it hard to present, but I will just read through and please bear with me and listen so that you will also be guided in all the things that we are going to do in the future. Some of these things are already done. Some of these things are ongoing in our division. This is for our guidance for the parents and for the teachers. Here we have the objective and then the activities, the date, and the expected outcome. There are, in this action plan, there are only 14 items. Dili kayo taas, no? 14 items. Number 1, prepare the learning continuity plan. This was done last May 20 and last May 18 to 29. So, manani. The activities are aware, crafting of the LCP. Meaning of LCP is Learning Continuity Plan. No? Makita na ninyo, no?
Yes, ma'am. Makita na, ma'am.
Yan ako sa next slides pa, sir. Kana
Action
siya.
plan.
Maklaro ninyo dito tayo, no? So just allow me to read in my notes. Tanaw lang sad mo diha.
Okay, ma'am.
So the of the LCP and the presentation of the LCP to regional office and other stakeholders were already done, no, in the month of May. So expected outcome finalized and presented division LCP. Number two, conduct advocacy on different policies of the national government agencies or NGAs in relation to COVID-19. So unsa may gibuhat sa ato ang division? Conduct virtual conferences on issuances of the following: DepEd, IATF, Civil Service, LGU, DOH, and DBM. This has been done last May and still be done until August to well-informed through online and offline materials. Number three, to enhance ICT skills of DepEd officials and school heads. So there are ICT skills enhancement program offered, and it was already started last May. May 11 to 12, there were May 18 to 19, and there will be on June 15 to 16, mga incoming pa na. So what are those things? Those enhancement program. Number one, capability building of EPSVRs, meaning anang EPSVR, so development using Kutubi. Then, there was a training workshop of DepEd officials and school head on the conduct of meeting, conferences using Workplace, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and Zoom. Mo nang we are able to conduct telecon, because we were capacitated on this. And then, capability building of EPSVRs and PSDS on creating computer-based assessment. Buhatonon pa ni sa mga supervisors. To able to convert and create instructional materials to e-books and able to host the virtual conference and webinars. That is why we are having this virtual launching, teleconferences, because we were capacitated. Number four, capacitate school heads and parents on the conduct of learning. So, it has been said that it takes a village to educate a child. So, karong panahon na, dili lang gyud kay mga teachers ang mo-educate sa mga bata solely. Appeal na gyud, partner na gyud ang mga ginikanan. So, there will be activities on this. Webinar of school heads, the orientation of learning delivery modalities and platforms. Webinar of parents on the orientation of learning delivery modalities and platforms. So take note mga parents, disseminate po ni sa inyong mga silinganan nga doon na unya tayo mga webinar, ipahibaw lang unya na nato sa inyo aron tagaan mo link unya maka-appeal mo. This will happen this month, June until July. To well-informed parents in the different learning delivery modalities. Aron makahibaw mo sa mga buluhaton, sa mga maestra o mga buluhaton pod ninyo sa balay sa atong mga kabataan. Next slide, please. Number 5, capacitate teachers on learning delivery modalities. So this will be solely for the teachers. Activities, launch project refresh for teachers, homeschooling tools, online class tools, webinars of teachers on the following: blended learning, distance learning, face-to-face learning, homeschooling, apprenticeship. Kini nga word nga apprenticeship sa senior high school ni. And this will happen this month, June until July. So do not worry, fellow teachers. Kung may tag unsaon man ni, what are we going to do? How are we going to do about this? Don't worry, because we will be capacitated. We have to enjoy every step of the way, one at a time. So dili ta kinahanglan mag-stress. Outcome, implement the different learning delivery modalities. Until this time, wala pa ta kahibalo og unsa gyud ang atong modality nga gamiton, because we are still in the process of consolidating the result of the enrollment survey. So later on, we will be making also our school learning continuity plan, and that might happen after knowing the result of the survey of our enrollment in school. We will make our own LCP in school, but that will happen after the consolidation of the survey result. Number 6, develop self-learning kits or SLK based on MELC or most essential learning competencies across learning areas and key stages. If we say across learning areas, all subject areas. Activities, identification of writers, orientation on SLK format. I think this has been done already in the month of May, kining identification of writers, orientation of SLK format, because I know some of you teachers are already in the making of or developing of the SLK. This will happen until July. Editing and finalization, quality assurance, uploading of SLKs to the portal. So kini mga maestra, mga ngilngig yun. We have great and brilliant teachers in the Philippines, in our city. Nga naman, madali na magyud kay kamao ang mga trabaho nato, no? So, ang mga other people cannot say something that is not good to hear kakitawa ng trabaho kay we are all working. Number 7, conduct enrollment. Ang enrollment is going on now from June 1 until 30 and even after June. Napaghapon tay enrollment. Up to the update of our enrollment status as of yesterday, according to Dr. Bongo, we already reached 70% enrollees in our division. So ang pangitauno na lang nato, no, 30% of our children, our pupils and students in the division of Mandawi City. So that is very good outcome or turnouts of the enrollment as of yesterday. So our enrollment, our activities, virtual meeting of school heads, advocacy program of schools, on Oplan Balik Eskwela, enrollment online and offline. And beginning this week, we already have our enrollment form to be filled up by the parents. And ato ipahibaw sad sa atong mga parents nga naa natay mga enrollment forms and survey with the survey forms nga naa available karon sa barangay hall. Kung dool mo nga to sa barangay, pwede rami mga ramo mo adto or ingno ninyo yung mga silingan katong wa pa na enroll sa online ug offline nga pwede ra mo kuha og form nga to sa barangay hall nya fill upan sa balay nya ibalik nadto, or kung dool sad mo sa school, pwede sad mo ngadto sa school ato sa guard. You don't need to get inside the school. Mukuha lang mo dito og form niya, inyo ra sang iuli later on. Okay? So until June 30. And after pa jud sa June 30 na pa. Number 8 is ensure mental health and psychosocial readiness of teachers. Unsa may mga activities nga gi-offer ani sa atong division? We have webinars on the following. I think nahuman na ning uban kining isik kumustahan last May 22, stress management May 29, mental health, resilience, and psychosocial support. That will be Section 1 to 5. Humana ni, no? Nanay ni apil ani. And then, psychological first aid, cyber security for teachers, ani ni sa June and July. Kini psychological first aid kay July 11 to 31. Number 9, determine the learning delivery modalities based on the survey. So, muna kung giingon gano, kung giingon ganiha nga, so ang gibuhat or buhaton, conduct survey on learning modalities, profiling of schools on learning delivery modalities. So mo ni ongoing karon. And then next slide please. Pasig mahibong mo ba nga lain na ang background, no? Nagsuroy-suroy ko diri sa taas sa among itugnaw kaysa sulod. Sorry kayo, basig ma-distracted mo. We are on number 9 now. Train teachers on online teaching. Activities, identification of participants to the division training of trainers on online teaching. Nana ko'y gipili ani for our school, no? On my behalf, nana ko'y gipili ani that will be sent out in July. Webinars on division training of trainers, training of teachers on online teaching, school level. So katong akong ipadang adto sa training of trainers or TOT, maoy mo cascade ngadto sa ato ang mga kauban. Number 11, provide schools with self-learning kits. Preparation of electronic copies of SLK across learning areas and key stages per school. Distribution of e-copies, soft copy, production of SLKs, school level, distribution of SLK to teachers, distribution of SLK to students. That will happen in July before the opening of classes. Sa may trabaho sa school head, pag-reproduce, no? Pagpa-reproduce. Ensure the readiness of school and learning centers. Mao na ni atong gibuhat karon, conduct of brigada eskwela activities. Mao ni karon nagsugod ni since May pa hantod karon hantod August. Monitor the readiness of schools for the opening of classes on the following: SLK across all learning areas and key stages. Adherence to DOH protocols, cleanliness, security, and safety, responsive to pandemic. Strategic hand washing stations, foot bath, thermal scanning section, availability of disinfectant paraphernalia. I tried my best to prepare everything in school. Nga nag-abot na to, mo report na ta sa school, na natangad to'y disinfectant machine. Kapalit na ta. Nya na natay foot bath, nga nag-sod na to dito sa gate, magatang si guard nato, mutunog tas foot bath nga kanatong tumban sa mga department store o grocery store. Yeah, we also have thermal scanner. So tirahan tag temperature check. I-temperature check ta ug taas ta og temperature di ta kasulod balik ta sa agi. And then mauna man jud kog adto ninyo sa eskwelahan before you will report, mag-design nami dito asa mo paingon, asa mo agi. Dili pwede nga magtagbo ta. Kinala na ay opposite, one way ra ang ato ang dan. I will be asking Sir Minderico to help me in that before the reporting of teachers in school. Maghimo niya ta ana dito sa school, sir, kinalang one entrance and one exit. Dili pwede nga ang atong entrance dito sa gate, mao say atong exit. So separate na gyud sila. And then survey of teachers who have availed the mass rapid testing. So ako mong i-survey kung nakapa-test ba mong tanan. Mass rapid testing of teachers. Nya, ako din ibalat ibagsak ninyo nga yesterday, i-disinfect na sa taga-barangay, around 12 of them nag-disinfect na sa school. But base na apay mga incoming nga mga positive asymptomatic or PUMs or unsa diha, the school will still welcome or welcomes any patient nga moadto sa school because the mayor has requested our division or DepEd Region 7 to approve for an extension of the usage of the school. So pwede pa gyud ta mo dawat. So I would like also to inform you that until this month, June 30, wala pa gyoy mo report nga teacher sa school. So di pa kita pwede mo ngadto ha. Pag kita mo ngadto, wag gyoy mo ngadto. Yan ay ingon ang guard nako usa nga ngadto didto pero but it was very important. Pero sige na lang. Kay anyway, katong nipuyo nato sa school, di masato ka ng katong PUMD, di man to sila positive. Moadto ra gyud ta sa school if deemed very necessary. Unya dili sa gyud ta mo stay og dugay. Unya kung mahimo mo sud mo didto, inigawas ninyo mag-ilis dayon mo og dress. Tire aron kuan maglikay gyud ta. So let's go to number 13. Conduct pre-opening of school activities for students. So unsay buhaton? Orientation of SLKs to learners. So ang mga bata, we will strategize on how to go about this. Kay i-orient na to ang mga bata sa usage sa SLKs. Kay dili na to sila i-orient, ang tendency ana, dili sila mo value. Kay wa man sila kasabot. So ato gid silang i-orient. Then school learners activities on psychosocial and mental health. This will happen in August 17 to 21 before the opening of classes. So teachers, we will be very busy. Very busy. Kung busy ta karon, busy pa gyud unya ta mo, busy pa gyud ta. But we are to stay at home. According to Dr. Bongo this morning, kay work at home ang kita until June 30. Stay at home as in stay at home. Dili daw maglaag-laag kay some of the teachers were spotted by DepEd officials nga maglaag-laag na, magsuroy na. No? Kunya makakuha na unya ta simbako og virus, kinsa may ma-blame. Nagmobitan nang gi-work at home kay ron adto gid as balay aron ta ma-safety. So di gid ta maglakaw-lakaw. Last part na, number 14. Start classes in all schools. So August 24, classes will be conducted in all schools using different modalities. So kung tagaan ta mo gamay nga idea on the different modalities, it will be based on the result of the enrollment survey, and we will strategize later on how to go about it. So that's all. I hope na ang uban wa pa makakuan ha. I hope ang uban wa pa makatulog. Okay, so God bless us and let's continue to be a blessing to anyone that we encounter, a blessing to be a blessing to our family, to our colleagues, and to everyone. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Cora, for that comprehensive information about the plan and how we can perform all these tasks. Rest assured that we can go through on this. Okay, so let's go now to the next part of the program. Music is the expression of the soul. It moves emotion and feels with the movement of time. At this moment, we will sing the song If We Hold On Together as our community singing. Music, maestro, please. Okay, I would like to inform everyone that please unmute your microphone so that you can sing with us the song If We Hold On Together. You can unmute the microphone now. Okay, manganta sa ta mag-video. Nakaliwat. Sir Yu, walay music sound.
Nama?
Don't look away.
Sing you come so far, don't throw it away.
Living dream.
Sorry for we
Hold on.
all together. I know our dreams will never die.
See us through. Citizenship Filipino ang status single or married.
Where clouds roll by, only you and always in the wind.
Must
Learn
learn how to bend. Oh yeah.
see
How it's done. Hold
hold
on
on
to
to the
the
only
things above.
pushes our tears all away. Words are
Sway.
swaying. Oh, Maleta
If we hope
together.
to a treasure,
Why? Live apa nih? Recorded.
we are strong forever. The clouds roll by for you and I.
Hold on.
And I. When
I know
we are out there in the dark, we'll dreams about the sun. In the dark, we'll feel the lights warm our hearts. Everyone.
It
Will never die. Dreams see us through to forever. As high as souls can fly, the clouds roll by for you
wow. Inaya.
Okay, thank you very much those who joined this community singing. Oh my, bahalag nagkaguliyang ta. Bahalag iyahay nanay nagsugod, nanay nagpakuman. Okay, so anyways, nga na maghigna. As the lyrics stated, when we are out there in the dark. Okay, I would like to inform everyone again to mute the microphone now. Kay human naman tagkan ta. Okay, makadungog ta sa mga hilak, sa mga singgit. Okay, thank you very much for the prompt response. Oh, nagbat na yun. Okay, well, anyways, as the lyrics stated, when we are out there in the dark, we'll dream about the sun. In the dark, we'll feel the light, warm our hearts, everyone. If we hold on together, I know our dreams will never die. Dreams see us through to forever, where clouds roll by for you and I. If we are one in this, we will be able to succeed our dreams for our learners despite of how difficult the situation is that we are facing right now. We are still in the dark. Eventually, we will feel the light if we will fight on this together. Hold on to each other, kapamilya. Hold on to each other, kapuso. Kaya natin tong lahat dahil tayo ay Pilipino. Every story has an end, but in life, every ending is a new beginning. To give his closing remarks, may I call on Mr. Jose P. Ortiguela, our Adapt a School Coordinator. Let's give him a thumbs up, please. Sir, you, it's your turn.
Okay. Ano po? Okay, good afternoon one and all, especially to our dignitaries, Kay Delia Mendoza, Corazon Lusores, Barangay Captain Mrs. Neri, Konsihal Eric Kinain, President Michael Richo, teachers, parents, different friends, good morning. In behalf of Mayor E.S. Memorial Elementary School,
Good morning.
headed by our very own Mrs. Maria Corazon and Lusores, we would like to thank one and all for your time, your presence. Okay, we are hoping makuman na ni yung COVID aron mobalik na sa normal, pwede na sa mobalik ang atong mga anak sa eskwelahan. Ya manghinaot ta nga mo-adapta sa mga bagong challenges karong panahona. Despite of this pandemic, nagpadayon gihapon ta ani. So fight lang yun ta, mga ginikanan o mga maestra sa tanan nga naa sa atong palibot, mga bata, padayon gihapon ta. Sulong MASFMES. So once again, daghang salamat o God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Sir Yu. Sa gikaingon pa ni Sir Yu, sulong MASFMES para sa atong mga kabataan. Alright, so this Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela virtual kick-off for this school year 2020-2021 has truly been noteworthy for everyone here. Another achievement has been fulfilled today in behalf of the teaching staff of Mayor A.S. Fortuna Memorial Elementary School, headed by our school principal, Ma'am Maria Corazon M. Uzores. I would like to say thank you very much to our guests, Ma'am Delia, to our barangay officials, headed by the barangay captain, Jesus Neri Sr., and Konsihal Eric Kinain, our viewers from home, the supportive parents of MASFMES, PTA officials, our stakeholders, my colleagues. I truly appreciate the love and incomparable support you have rendered to the school, Mayor A.S. Fortuna Memorial Elementary School. Thank you so much for helping and guiding us always in making this Brigada Eskwela and the Plan Balik Eskwela virtual kick-off genuinely memorable to all of us. Good luck and stay safe, everyone. This is Sister Francis Anis, our host, and saying, magandang buhay sa ating lahat! Bye-bye!
Is Sister taking?
Pause.
Wait for a while, wait.
Sister taking.
Smile. Wait, ako yung picture, ha?
Man.
Alright.
Mana? Dan?
Okay, salamat.
Okay, thank you.
Salamat, Ma'am Del.
Thank you, Ma'am
Thank
Delia.
you so much, Ma'am Daria.
Bye, Ma'am.
God bless. Keep
God
safe.
Thank you, Ma'am Ding Ding.
Thank you,
Salamat, Ma'am Terence.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am Sarah, thank you very much.